What's going on, everybody? It's Alan coming at you with another video. So after I launched the Uber Tristram video, I've had a lot of people that ask me, how do you do Uber Tristram? What does it require? So in order to do Uber Tristram, you have to farm three different types of keys. You have a key of terror, a key of hate, and a key of destruction. Okay, now after you have farmed all of those keys, you need to use those keys to open up a portal to what we call a mini Ubers area to farm three different organs. Those are going to be towards the end of the video. So first, let's go ahead and go over the different keys. So the first key that I want to talk about today is the key of terror. Now there's two bosses that can drop a key of terror. Those two bosses are found in Act 1. The first boss is going to be Blood Raven and the Cold Plains. Now, Blood Raven is a lot easier to farm for classes that have a lot of run speed. And you cannot farm her by teleporting because they've disabled teleporting in Cold Plains to give people that can't teleport an even playing field. If you are a sorceress and you want to farm Terror keys, you might consider going to Black Marsh and farming the Countess. She is the second boss that can drop a key of terror. Okay, so because I am playing a Necromancer, I want to go ahead and show you the most optimal way to get a key of terror. So first thing you're going to do is when you go into the game, we're going to go to Stony Field. Now, the reason why we're going to go to Stony Field is because it's going to immediately pop up a place on the map. So when we go back to Cold Plains, and we start running along the path, it's going to eventually come to a fork, right? So what we can do is we can use our arrows and we can move and look this way. We can see that Stony Field isn't over here. So we're going to go ahead and follow the path this way. So this should be a pretty good indication that Blood Raven and the burial grounds should be in this direction. Let's go ahead and keep running here. And we can tell that this is actually burial grounds because burial grounds is always going to be in this corner here. It's always going to be in some type of angle on the map. So I immediately was able to get burial grounds there. And just to show you, if I do go over to the left and go down, we should end up finding Stony Field, which there it is. There's the waypoint indicating that that direction was Stony Field. So let's go ahead and kill Blood Raven. She's pretty simple. As a Necromancer, honestly, I just use Bone Spirits, and it takes her down pretty quickly. Now, she does have a chance to drop multiple keys, guys. She does have a chance to drop multiple keys. So if you do kill her, there are times where you will get up to about 3. Now, obviously, this time we didn't get any, but that is the most optimal way to get keys of terror. Okay, now the second type of key that you need to spawn Uber Tristram is you need a key of hate. Now there's 2 bosses in the game that you can farm to get a key of hate. So once again, there's a boss that you can run, but not teleport. And then there's a boss that you can also teleport to. Now, the first boss that you can farm for a key of hate, and the one that's the most known, is the Summoner in the Arcane Sanctuary. Pretty much, if you're a sorceress, you're the only one that's really going to be farming the key of hate in the Arcane Sanctuary, as it's pretty unpredictable to be able to run to every side, and it takes a really long time. So if you're a sorceress and you can teleport around, this is a pretty reliable way for you, but not so optimal for classes that can only run. Now, if you're like me and you're a Necromancer, the next boss that you're going to be able to farm the Key of Hate from is in the Halls of the Dead level 3. Now, let's go ahead and go over the most optimal path that you use to get to the Halls of the Dead level 3. So you're going to start off by go ahead and taking the waypoint to the Halls of the Dead level 2. And what you're going to be doing here, guys, is you're going to be following the wall that's closest to your weapon. We call this weapon wall. Essentially, it's to the right of your character. Now, there's a reason why we're following the right wall, and that reason is essentially the waypoint is always going to be on the opposite side from the entrance. So you always want to go to the left of the entrance. We can see the entrance right there. We're always going to go to the left, and that's typically always going to take us to the Halls of the Dead level 3. Once we get into the Halls of the Dead level 3, we're going to take another left. Now, guys, this isn't always true. This is like a 90 to 95% thing. You're not always going to go to the left and go around. Sometimes I guess 3 lefts make a right, and it does vary from the method occasionally. But now the thing is, guys, you also cannot teleport in here. This is a run only method. So you can see we followed the left wall and we are now here. So once again, you're going to be going to the right from the Halls of Dead level 3 waypoint, or Halls of Dead level 2 waypoint rather. And that's going to take you to the Halls of the Dead level 3. And there it is, guys. We have 2 keys of hate from the Halls of Dead level 3 boss. Also, guys, I want to go ahead and make a really quick side note. This layout with going to the left to go to the right area is actually the same in every single tomb. So if you're rushing people or you're doing anything inside one of these tombs, inside of Halls of the Dead or Tal Rasha's tomb, the right way is always going to be towards the left, towards the shield wall. Okay, guys, next up we have the Key of Destruction. Now, the Key of Destruction can be found off of two bosses now. We have Izual and we have Nihilithak. Once again, just like the other two keys, we have one teleport and one running towards boss. Now, Izual is going to be the boss if you're a sorceress that you can teleport to, okay? So basically, you're just going to run down here into the outskirts, outer steps here, and then you're just going to teleport to the Plains of Despair and kill Iswal. But if you are like me and you are a necromancer and you can't really just teleport around everywhere, you are going to go to the Halls of Pain in Act 5. Okay, now this is the part where there's a little bit more information in, so let's go ahead and pay attention here. There are 3 different tile sets that you're going to run into whenever you enter the waypoint in the Halls of Pain. This is one of 3. This direction is one where you're going to go ahead and just run straight to the left. You're going to see these pillars here, right? See these pillars around the waypoint, and you're just going to run straight to the left. And that is going to get you to the next area within the hall. So let's go ahead and do this. I'll go ahead and show you guys the next place. You cannot teleport here, so I can't just teleport past these guys. And there it is, guys, the Halls of Vought. It's just a straight to the left with that tile set. Okay, now the second tile set that you guys are going to see in the Halls of Pain is one where it's in the top right of the map when the waypoint is in the top left. So what you're going to do is we're basically going to be going over to the right and then up. So whenever you see that it looks like this, you're going to go down and we're going to go to the right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run there and show you guys what it looks like. You're not gonna go up here. So there's gonna be a little place to go up right here. You're not gonna take that path. Okay. Basically you're gonna run right past it. I've actually taken this path a couple times, but this isn't the way to go. So you're gonna run until you see the entrance. So there's the entrance right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and go up to the right. Okay. So you're gonna go up 1 level. Let's keep going. You're gonna go to the right, and then you're gonna go up again, and it should be right here in this corner. Okay, guys, there's one last tile set that you're going to find in the Halls of Pain, and it's going to look like this. There's not going to be any pillars or anything around it, and you're going to be on the opposite side from the other one. Whenever you get this tile set, you're going to run down and then to the left. It's going to be in the same spot every time. So we're going to basically just go down until we can't go down anymore. So we're going to keep going down. Oh, wow, there's a lot of monsters here. Okay, so that was a close call. So let's go ahead and try that again. So what you're gonna do is we're just gonna go straight down, this time with our mercenary so we don't accidentally die. Oh my gosh, I almost just ripped my character just making this video just now. I had to leave the game at 500 HP, guys. Again, you can't teleport in here, so it's not like you can just teleport past the monsters. Yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and follow this down, go straight down to the left. We're gonna keep going down, and it's gonna be right here. Okay, guys, now once you get to the Halls of Vought, there is a pattern to always know which way Nihilithak is going to be. So let me go ahead and show you that. Now, do you see these markings on the wall right here? It kind of looks like a little cat face or whatever you want to call it. Essentially, you're going to follow the direction that we see these markings at. So you're going to look at this wall right here. We see there's nothing there. It should match this one right here on the door, and it should match this one. There's nothing there, so we know he's not that way. We're gonna look at one here. We see there's one there, but there's not one here, so we know that it's not this direction. If we look this way, there's one here on this wall, but there's not one right here, so we know that it's not this direction. So we can safely assume that it's gonna be over here to the left, and we can verify it because we can see that there's a thing on the wall here, and we can see there's a marking on the wall here, which is going to indicate that it is this direction over here. So let's just go ahead and confirm that by going over to Nihilithak. Now, I do want you guys to be aware. Nihilithak has a very, very, very deadly corpse explosion ability. If you guys are a necromancer, please make sure that you have your bone wall or your bone armor up at all times. That will protect you from a portion of his corpse explosion damage. It is very deadly. Many people have died off of Nihilithak because of that. And there we go. He's dead, and we didn't get a key. Okay, guys, now once you have a key from every single boss, so you have a key of terror, a key of hate, and a key of destruction, what you're going to do is you're going to put them into your Horadric cube, one by one, and then whenever you hit transmute, it's going to open a portal to what we call a mini Ubers area. Now, there are 3 different mini Uber areas. There's the Furnace of Pain, there's the Forgotten Sands, and then there's the Matron's Den. Now, each of these bosses, each drops a different organ. Now, in order to open up Uber Tristram, We need to get 3 organs. Now, in vanilla Diablo, you used to have to get 1 of each organ. In Project Diablo 2, you just need 3 organs. It doesn't matter which 3 they are. So, for instance, if you're like me and you don't like farming Matron's Den, you have a 1 out of 3 chance to get something else. Now, I went ahead and got Furnace of Pain here, so let's just go ahead and run in here and let's see what it looks like to kill a mini Uber boss. Okay, so here we are in the Furnace of Pain. Now, the Furnace of Pain is where an Uber Izual is going to be. Now, things to worry about inside any of these 3 areas, guys. The monsters are going to be a little bit stronger than you're used to. But not all that stronger, right? Now in here, Izual's pretty easy as a necromancer. Now sometimes he's not always at the front here. What I like to do is just throw a curse on him, sit in the back, let my minions tank him, and then just spam bone spirits. Pretty simple as a necromancer if you're playing this build. And then we're gonna go ahead and see if he drops an organ here. Now keep in mind, guys, these bosses only have a 1 in 3 chance to drop their organ. It's not like it used to be where it was a guaranteed drop. So what they've done now is they've made the keys drop a lot more often, and then the organs drop, not a guaranteed drop. So there you go, guys. I didn't get an organ, so I'm gonna have to keep farming keys and keep doing these until I can get 3 organs. And that's really all there is to it, guys. Once you get those 3 organs, you just put them in the cube, hit transmute, and you will open up a portal to Uber Tristram. Now, guys, you need to make sure that you are pretty well geared before you step foot into Uber Tristram. If you're a necromancer build, it's kind of simple. You just need to let your pets tank. You can watch one of my previous videos where I did kill Uber Tristram on my necromancer. But yeah, I hope you liked the instructional video on finding keys and the different organs. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like content like this, guys, I do go live every day except Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Twitch. So if you check the links down below, you can check my Twitch channel out. Come say hey if I'm online. Other than that, guys, hit the subscribe button down below, and we'll have some more instructional Project Diablo 2 videos coming at you. See you in the next one.